Assalamu alaikum, yo, what is up, chat? I am making this video for myself, and basically the purpose of this video is just to, how do I say this in a simple way? I made this video that we're about to watch last year, and it's basically me going over my goals for the year, and I want to make the same video this year and just go over my goals for last year and also just kind of update my goals. This video is probably not going to be public. Why? Because I'm making it for myself. It's not an entertainment video, right? It's a documentation video. So, hi, Muwa 2027. Man, let's get right into it. See the date, Wednesday. That's funny, bro. 1st Jan, 4 a.m. Right now it's 2 a.m., right? I just got back from the gym. I didn't just get back from the gym. I got back from the gym around 12, like midnight. But instead of going straight to bed or showering, going straight to bed, I did some meal prep. I did a little bit of work. But after this, I'm so smothered, man. But I just have to make this video. After this, I'm going right straight to bed. So let's go right into the video. No time to check time. Let's see what this kid is saying. Don't tell me there's no audio. Assalamu alaikum, guys. What is up? Look at my old house, man. And my old setup as well. Assalamu alaikum, guys. What is up? So I'm gonna play in 2x. The goal tracker. Assalamu alaikum, boys. What is up? Assalamu alaikum, boys. What is up? I just built this goal tracker. Let's get right into it. Bismillah, salatu wa salam ala rasulillah. Amma ba'd. Bismillah, salatu wa salam ala rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum, boys. What is up? I just built this goal tracker. No long talk. Let's get right into it. Assalamu alaikum, boys. What the hell am I doing, man? Let's get right into it. Okay. 29 a.m. 1st of January. Oh, I was so lean, bro. We're gonna get into that. 2025. Right now it is 4:29 a.m. I don't know if you can see this. It's 4:29 a.m. Right? I haven't slept. I've been working. I'm doing some stuff, And I just put together my goals. Actually, I've had the goals, but I actually designed this new goal tracker. So I'm gonna show you my goals, and this is supposed to be a letter to myself. So I'm glad this year's for you, man. This year's for you, and I'm gonna grind hard. A letter to myself. So I'm glad this year's for you, man. Who's gonna tell him, man? This year's for you. I'm gonna grind hard for you, cause man. Other years I have not really done much for you because I just like to enjoy the moment. But man, this year we're gonna grind, man. We're gonna grind and just everything I do it for you. All dream. So I'm gonna put in work now, so we don't have to. How you say? So you don't have to suffer. So you can live a good life with your kids, your beautiful wife, and be able to do. Oh, that's cute. That's really cute. Beautiful things with the religion of Allah, inshallah. So let's get right. Man, that's like the only reason I do this, man. The only reason I try to make money, and this is all. You say so you don't have to suffer. So you can live a good life with your kids, your beautiful wife. All I want, and be able to do beautiful things with the religion of Allah. Like this is my drive. So let's get right into it. Just gonna go through my goals for the year and also show off this new template I made. Them ways there, fam. So let's go. Okay. So this is it. Right. This is what it looks like. Right. These are the goals. These are the categories of the goals. No, these are the categories of the goals right here. You have content, fitness, finance, and ilm, knowledge. Right. And these goals have sub goals. Right. So now in the sub goals for ilm, you have hifth and Arabic. Right. We go into details later. Fitness, I want to get to 95 kg. I'm at like 125 right now. I was at 125. Let me step on a scale right now and just give you a live update. Yep, so that's me. I just stepped off the scale. I'm actually 147 kg right now, which is crazy. But no excuses. It's been a long year, but we will get back. Plans are in place, and I genuinely believe it. I don't know what happened. A lot of things happened. I just can't remember. But over the way, things happen. I think I got really, really fucking I just made a lot of money. So I just could buy anything and eat anything. So I think that's a phase. Kind of felt like Zion Williamson throughout the year. But let's not waste time. Let's go again. As I said, I've not been doing really well, but we'll get to it. Also calisthenics. I have some calisthenic goals I want to get to, some cardio goals I want to get to. And didn't do any of them. Savings as well. Financial. Now we're into the financial section now. Savings. I want to save some amount of money. I want to be able to make some amount of money. And for content, I have some goals for both of my channels. Muslim XPR, this one is XPR. If you're interested in learning about Islam, learning about the proofs for Islam, and how to deal with arguments against Islam, then go check out my channel. Right. I actually quit that channel, but I'm starting it again now. I quit because I just didn't have time, and I didn't also have money at the time to. So this is uninformed optimism. I think that's the story of the year. If you don't know about is it Dunning-Kruger effect? I think that's just the story of the year. The Dunning-Kruger effect is when you have, okay, this doesn't explain it too well. It's called Uninformed optimism. Okay, look at it. Basically, right? This is for, yes, so the Dunning-Kruger effect is on the scale of confidence and competence, right? So that was me. I was feeling so confident I was going to achieve these goals. Me on the peak of Mount Stupid, which is not a bad thing. It's always good to be confident because, you aim for the moon, you might, end up on some clouds, which is not bad, right? That was me, and pretty quickly I fell to the valley of despair. A lot of things happened during this fall. It was around, you know, started. So around January, I was editing my first editing role for this sales coach, and then I fell in love with sales, so I begged him to give me a shot. He put me on an offer, and I started working on that offer. And around the 26th of January, I had a crazy car accident. Should be able to get a picture of it. Really should be, just to make this really, visual. Them ways there. I should be able to get, a picture. Let me pull that up. Yep. Let me pull a picture up of the accident. Yep. Yes, I was also working this job, by the way. So I was working this 9 to 5 for context. I got this gig, which was not just the $60, but this was the first, like a trial video. Then I started sales, and then boom, boom, boom. This was the second accident. This is actually the first accident because I was working sales for this company who most of their clients are based in the US. So guess what? I was working US times, which is night time in Nigeria. And had the 9 to 5, was working sales, and you can't cheat sleep, guys. So I slept behind the wheel on a highway. Like, this is my car. I was feeling so fly at the time because I made $60. I was so fly. Like, I remember having this thought the week before that oh my god. In fact, I'm gonna make this video public. I remember having this thought before that, oh my god. I was in Nigeria. There's like a fuel scarcity thing, right? So a week before this, I was so on top of the world. I was so on top of Mount Stupid that I thought that I was so on top of Mount Stupid that I thought that I was able to, get a full tank of fuel, which is something I had never done in my life before, and which is something very impressive, especially for someone, a young man on my stage. Put a full tank of fuel in your car by yourself. Something I was proud. I was proud of that. It's not a bad thing, but like that was just a week before this happened, and then this happened. I remember getting out of the car because I got out of the car in my own peak aura farming moment. By the way, I don't want to talk about that. We can talk about that some other time. But I was just aura farming. I got out of the car through this window because everywhere was jammed. I don't even know how I pulled this window down because it didn't. The door didn't open. It was jammed. Man, this is my drive. This right here is my driver's side. I got out of here. Just a crazy experience. And got out. I was wearing a white thobe, by the way. It was Friday. So I wore a white thobe driving back from work. I was so fly. Like, I'm telling you about the fuel thing. Like, I was so, like, fly. I was so gangster that what is it? I was even dropping friends, right? I dropped one of my friends off from work. On my way back, I was just sleeping behind the wheel. Funny thing is, this had been happening for a couple days, like, not consecutively, but I'd been, kind of dozing behind the wheel a couple times. I didn't think it was serious, but apparently it was. So yeah, and this happened. It was so sad. Look at the tires, like everything. Just this was the only reason I didn't fall off. So it slid off this, and by the way, it's facing traffic. So I didn't just slide. The car spinned in the air multiple times. Cars are coming this way in this direction. It's facing the traffic. Let's show you how bad the accident was. Yeah, so I came out of the car and I just looked at this car and I thought, what the hell? Like, what the hell? Like, I was just like so distraught mentally. I was just so distraught, man. And the only thing I thought about at this moment was money. Like, I was just thinking about money don't mean anything. Like, you could make so much money and just go. That's why I relate so much to, the Anthony Joshua incident. This is pretty similar, bro. You know, just no one was in the car, alhamdulillah. But just like, what? You could be on top of the world at one moment and just fall so bad. So I think this is where, like, mentally, I really just got pushed out from, my goals and everything. This was me at the hospital, just, being a chill guy. It was crazy, man. I had a big bump on my head because I think I hit the window on the floor on this side of the car, This was a Honda CRV, man. I missed that car because that was actually like my car, basically. It was my mom's car, but she doesn't drive it that much. So 3 months later, I continued doing sales, as you can see. February, I didn't make any money. I started in the end of January. February, I didn't make any money. It was a tough month, man. I almost got sacked. I was so scared of the owner, the CEO. But fire was on my ass, and I went to work. I put in the work, and I got better. And my next month, I was the highest. Closer. I made 10K for the company in cash collected, which is CC, and in revenue over 30K. I made 1K on comms. Basically my second month in sales, which is not bad. But then boom, 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 March, this happened. This one is really funny, right? As you can see, I was in my work clothes. If you remember, like I wear like office shirts to work. I used to do like IT support, if you're wondering what I was doing. So we're just fixing network cables. So you see, like, this was the first time in a long time that I cried, man. I was just sat there crying, like, this is 3 months into the year, by the way. So, like, things started to pick up. I made 1K, not 1K in comms, yeah. 1K in comms from sales, this new opportunity. Oh my God, I'm seeing myself, I'm going to become so much better with this and make so much more money. And then this happens. And I didn't know what to do. I was just lost because how do you explain to your dad or your mom that you bashed 2 different cars in the space of 3 months for the stupidest reason? You were sleeping behind the wheel. I remember very clearly the guy who, it's very funny. You're wondering what I hit that dented this. I didn't hit anyone. I took out a street light. The long ass street lights. I took out a street light. Like, it's literally on the floor. You just can't see it in the video. That's what I hit. All right, so this is after they pulled the car out of the what is it called? The curb, I think, right? So the guy who I had to pay to fix, I paid him 200 and something K to fix the street lights. Almost 300K. He was telling me, yo, how did this happen? I told him some dumb excuse, and he said, nah, you were just high. That's how stupid it is. Anyone who saw me would just think this guy is a drunkard, a smoker, right? I don't smoke, I don't drink, by the way, right? But that's how stupid it is. Imagine I remember here, I was just thinking, how am I going to tell mom? How am I going to tell that? Why does this happen to me? Why me? So I just called my, older brother. He came, he picked me up. So this is really close to it. This is why this one is really crazy, bro, right? After the first accident, I took so many precautions. I took so many precautions in terms of getting back driving, because you're wondering, how am I driving 2 months later? It's crazy. And this is not my first time driving. I was driving since the beginning of March. I drove a week after the first accident, right? So the first accident, I didn't let it get me down mentally. It was only down at that point where I had the accident. I think I'm yapping too much, but the point is, I took very good precautions. I did a lot of research in terms of, okay, why am I sleeping a lot? By the way, this is in Ramadan, or maybe before. This is in Ramadan because I'm going to explain. I was fasting. And this is literally, my house is probably 1 kilometer away. Like, I already got home. That's why I was so sad, because I was struggling on the road with the sleep. I knew what was coming. So I parked multiple times. I parked up to 5 times, wash my face, kind of get my head back. And successfully, after battling through these dozing off while driving, I got home. And I was fasting. And it's like, alhamdulillah, it was a Thursday. I remember very clearly. And I'm already home, right? I passed my house. I just said, let me go down to the next street and get some mangoes to break my fast, because I was still trying to pick it up and take my diet thing seriously, right? So I want to break my fast, with some fruits and not go too heavy, right? And then you go to I don't know, you can see my hands, right? This is my house. Go to the next street. Then you go to the next street. On that next street, you have to take a turn, right? So I took the turn successfully, showing you that my eyes were still open. And then where this accident happened is just on that turn, a couple meters, a couple hundred meters forward. I don't know how, after I took the turn, it's almost like I just turned off and just started going in, and I just took out the pole. So that, it was just so unreal to me. Like, I battled through all this and I still failed, and it was a tough moment for me, for in terms of like mentally, right? But came back from that, and yeah, I came back from that, and I just quit this whole online thing. One, because my dad, he knew I was doing this. He knew I was up late nights, and he wasn't happy, to say the least, right? And at the time, I thought he hated me, but he hated me like he was just so angry and saying bad words. But he said something which I was thinking about yesterday, and he said, "Well, I didn't ask you to make money. You don't need to make money. I'm working. I've been working for the last 30 years of my life, so you don't have to go like kill yourself to make money." Right? And that, at the time, I didn't understand. I was just like, look at this hater. You know, that's how we think, stuff, wallah. But, and that got me really thinking, like, that is true. He's made a very, very good life for us, right? Like, imagine this is me, like, just out of university and I have a pretty good car. 2 months later, bash another car. That's how good he was in terms of financially. We're not a struggling family. We're really good. This is one of the best neighborhoods this is one of the best neighborhoods in one of the best, in the best state in Nigeria, Abuja. So, couldn't pay extension, by the way. So, we weren't struggling. I never hide that. I didn't come from, obviously, we, he didn't come from, he came from roots. Like his dad was a literal farmer. He was a farmer until he moved to Lagos, which is a big city. But the point is, we grew up and life just kept getting better. It didn't start like that, but life is good basically, right? So he's like, you don't have to do all this. Why are you doing this? So he literally like told me, stop working late nights. I had this big light. I don't know if you can see it. I brought it to Egypt. He was like, he was like, he was like, take that stupid light off, you know. And I was thinking about it, like, I really don't need to do all this. So why am I doing it? And it goes back to what I mentioned in the start of this letter to myself, 2026. It goes back to what I said in the beginning. Why am I doing this? Because because I'm not a materialistic guy. I don't care about driving. Obviously, want to drive cool cars. I like cars, but I don't want to make bastard money, bro. This was something we say in Nigeria. Bastard money. Like, just stupid amounts of money. I don't want to do that. I want to make enough money to live a good life with my family, with my beautiful wife, and raise good kids, and not be able to, make enough money where I don't have to sacrifice things like raise my kids in the West and raise them under secular society or where they're not practicing Islam. I want to make enough money to be able to do that and also be able to spend time with them. Because speaking vulnerably, I didn't spend a lot of time with my father because he was always hustling. This is not a bad thing. I appreciate him for this. I love him for this, right? So I want to be able to be there for my kids, and actually grow up with them, and also being present for my wife. This doesn't mean I have a terrible family, by the way. I love my family. Family is beautiful. Don't have I didn't get molested as a kid, right? So that's what happened in March. April, I just quit. I'm like, I'm done with this, man. Thankfully, I had a lot of money. I just made 1K. So I was balling, man. I started eating junk food. I started doing everything. I was just like, hey, man, fuck all that, man. We got bread, right? And $1,000 is a lot of money in Nigeria, keep in mind. Like, $1,000, the minimum wage is 70. The minimum wage is like $50, right? So from this job that I was working, they were paying me $50. So they were paying me $50 plus another $50 from the organization who was sponsoring. So that's $100, right? So I basically made, let's just say, one salary, right? I made 20 times my salary. You know what I'm saying? I made 20 times my salary. That's how balling I was balling. You know them ways there. I didn't actually make 1,000 because I remember the agency, which is the sales guy I worked for, he took a cut because he placed me, obviously, but I made 1K for the company. I was supposed to get 1K comps, basically, right? So yeah, I was balling. It's already 20 minutes in the video. So April did nothing. Then I already had plans for the agency because this logo, I made it in March, right? I made it early in the year But and if you go to my TikTok, you would see videos early in the year of me talking about starting my content agency. But I dropped it to focus on sales, right? Because it was a brilliant opportunity. I genuinely believe that I could make so much money from sales where I didn't have to do this, because this is something I'm just really just talented in. I'm really good with the YouTube stuff and content, but I'm already making money, man. And as I said, I'm not here to be the best in info. I'm here to make a good business. And if sales is going to do that, it was not a haram offer. So like, if sales is going to do that at a higher rate, at a faster rate, I'm going to do sales, right? And so yeah, May came around. I got broke, not broke, but like I still live with my parents. But like, I'm like, hey man, I don't want to be broke again. Like before we started this business, I don't want to be broke here, bro. I don't want to be broke like here, man. You know, where I'm. I remember the guy who put me onto the info space. He had an ebook for sale for 5K Naira, which is like $2. At that time, I didn't have $2 to buy that ebook. You know, an ebook on how to get clients. I didn't have it. And me coming out of this camp, I didn't have it. Basically, this camp is why I work this job. It's a thing in the country where you have to work 1 year of minimum service. You need to work 1 year for minimum wage for a company that they place you in. So it's called NYSC, and that's what I was doing here. And I didn't have $2 to buy that thing. I had to call up my boy Cooks. Shout out Cooks. Hey man, got this really cool opportunity, man. Spot me 5K, and he did. And Cooks is my boy from way back. We were roommates in university. I love the guy. He's a really good guy, and I always spotted him back in the day, so I don't ask for shit, right? So like I never really asked him for shit, but so he understood that, you know, who asking me for shit is like he really needs the shit, right? So he spotted me, and yeah, that's how the journey started. So I'm like April, I'm like, you know, way, man. No, April I was balling. March I was like, no, I'm not going back to that. So I started to pick things back up, and you know, that's around when I started posting content again, which is because like this can't happen. We can't go back to zero, right? So then I focused on the content agency because I couldn't do sales because I was still working that job. And that job I stopped working in July, August. So I can't do sales. I got to do something that allows me to sleep at night. The reason I wasn't sleeping because I was working U.S. time. So I need to do something. So I just fell back to what I'm just naturally talented at. And in September, you know, we built in September. I think, okay, it doesn't show that this is from September, but we hit our first 1K month. This is probably around 800, 900 USD. This is euros. And some other payments I had. We hit our first 1K month, right? September, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, September, October, I moved to Egypt, right? So I've been here for 3 months. No, 2 months, because I moved at the end of October. Yeah, so I've been here for 2 months. End of October, end of November. End of October, yeah. So I've been here for 2 months. And basically, we're just trying to take Noon Digital to the world, man. And that's the goal right now. So let's just go quickly over our goals for last year. I'm just telling you the whole story, and let's just go over the goals so we can update them and just make new
Professional
goals.
Muslim, inshallah. Now, this is how it works, right? As I said, this is the, what do I call it? These are the categories of the goals. These are the goals inside the categories. As you can see right here, if we can just open this up, open this page, right? So we can see these are categories, right? So no need to do that. Let's just go right back. Let's make this a short video, guys. I need to go sleep. So this is the progress tracker, right?
I need to
One
go
cool
sleep
thing,
too.
you'll be able to see the progress for everything. Your overall content goals, you'll be able to see the progress. Your overall fitness goals, you'll be able to see the progress. Your overall financial goals, you'll be able to see the progress. Your overall LM goals, you'll be able to see.
By the way, if you want this tracker, just DM me on IG. Just DM me on IG, MoveXPR. Just DM me Go Tracker.
The progress. And for your individual goals inside those overall goals, like your HIF progress, you'll be able to see it here.
Cool.
Your Arabic progress, you'll be able to see it, and so on, right? And how does it work? I'll show you right here. Now, these are all the little goals broken down into little things, right? By quarter. So we have the name of the goal, the status, the goal itself, the type of goal, and what category that goal is in, right? We also have it.
I'm a freak. I'm a freak with Notion, by the way. I'm a freak with Notion. So yeah, if you're thinking how did I get this
Due date.
complicated, I'm a freak.
And the date it was created.
I would say I'm a freak in the sheets, but this ain't sheets.
As you can see, everything's January 1st. And the completion date. So when you complete it, you just come in here, I did this on this date, and yeah, it's going to reflect. So let's start. What are my financial goals? What a nice place to start. So I want to have let me just sort by this so it's easy. Okay, well, let me sort by this. Shop, right? What are my goals? I want to memorize a couple Ajza this year. So 2, 3.
I didn't memorize any Ajza. I think this was in progress. I only finished memorizing Juz, the second No, I didn't even finish memorizing the second juz. Just crazy, right? I memorized just Amma and just 29, and just 29, but started from the top again. This is the first juz. Started the second juz, didn't finish. Right?
3, 4, 5, and
right? I already explained the story. It's not an
6,
excuse, by the way,
and I
just to
want to
give you some
complete these in
context.
these quarters. So if it happens, just so happens that I'm able to do more, then I just change it, then I can add a new goal. So let me just give you an example, right? Let's say I was able to complete these 3 in quarter 1, and I want to do more. I just come here, right? Add a new goal, memorize just 8, right? Put it in the hifz category. It'll automatically go back to L, and I will say I want to make this goal part of my goals from Q2. I'll change this one to Q1 since I already memorized this in Q1. If you understand what I'm saying, then I'll just adjust, and I'll change the date to where it was created, obviously, right? So let me just undo all these because these are hypothetical scenarios. You know them ways there, guys.
You know them ways there, guys.
Okay, nice. So yes, so these are my goals for hifz, and for Arabic I want to complete the 3 Medina books, quarter 1, quarter.
So for Arabic, I don't know. Okay, I remember there was a certain channel I was watching. So for this, so yeah, basically these are still going to be my goals. Most of these goals I never did achieve. So these are still going to be my goals for the second year. So for Arabic, this is not what I'm going to do. I just recently, I think today, this morning, purchased the المدرسة العمرية by أستاذ عبد الرحمن Hassan and Tim Humble. Ustad Tim Humble. May Allah preserve them. So I got their Arabic program. It was $120 for the year. I think I got it for cheaper. Yeah. Got it for really cheap. I don't know how. I think they have a glitch in their system. So this is not me ripping them off. I just opened the app and it was like probably 3 times cheaper. So I just, hey, let's do this. So yeah. That's what we're gonna do instead of this. I'm gonna adjust that. Obviously not in this video. I don't want to make it too long. It's already too long. I know.
Quarter 2, quarter 3.
Let's keep going.
For weight loss, I want to lose 10 kg in the first quarter, 105 in the second, another 10 in the second, and another 10 in Q3.
So I think we just have to adjust these stats. If we're being honest, man, we gotta get to 140 and then get to 130 or maybe 135, and then just make it a little bit so we can celebrate it. Get to 130, 125, then. It's crazy. How did I let myself go? I don't know, but we're going to get back, right? For context, guys, for context, I used to look jacked. I used to be jacked. Oh, that phone. My phone where I have that picture, quick access. If I can't find it quickly, I will just leave. I will just continue the video. Let me just try to show you guys the physique. Let me search. If I don't have this, we will continue. Sorry, guys. I just want to show off. I just want to flex. Or show you evidence. Sorry, guys. Bicep. Come on. What are we doing? Tamam. So this was I think this was my prime physique, man. I don't know if you can see. Look how jacked that brother looks. Yeah, I think you can see it now. Look how jacked that brother looks. That was 2023. So yeah, just to give you some context again. So I started bulking. No long talk. Started bulking, and then I looked like this at the top of the bulk. But then I just took the bulk too far. So this was, end of 2023 where I took the bulk. It hadn't even gone really far at this point, if I'm being honest. But yeah. So
calisthenics. I want to get to do 5 pull-ups. I can't do 5.
Yeah. Yep. Still the goals. Still can't do 5 pull-ups. Probably can't.
Oh, that's so sad, bro. I used to be him, bro. I'm gonna work so hard.
I used to be him, bro.
For you, dog. 5 pull-ups. Yep. I'm gonna get through that in Q1 because I'm going to sub. My gym is opening up on the 3rd. Straight away, I'm gonna sub for 3 months, man, because there's no looking.
Yep. Shout out Club 13. I already got the early subscription. This was talking about the other gym. Shout out Club 13. So locked in for that, inshallah. If Allah allows us to live, man. All these are just goals, man. You could die tomorrow, man. So that's why, why are you here? But why do you want to make this money? This info space is really just a lot of, just flashy. But I'm not about all that, bro. I just want to make my da'wah videos and be a good dad. Really, that's all, man. Be a good Muslim.
Get to 10 pull-ups. Get to 30. Okay, 30. I thought I said 30 pull-ups, bro. Get to 30 push-ups in Q1. I think I can do 40 as well in Q2 if I'm consistent. If not, I'll just push it back. Get to 50 push-ups, which is the
ultimate. I would want to just show you how many push-ups I can do right now. Probably 5, so there's no need
to. I want to be able to skip for 10 minutes straight, which is a goal I put in Q2. I want to be able to run for 10 minutes, which is something I've never done in my life. Put it in Q3, right? Now for the financial goals. I want to be able to have 1 million in savings at the end of Q1.
At the end of Q1. We kind of did that in March though, you know. That's crazy, boy. I had some crazy goals. The goal was to save 5 million at the end of the year. I think. Okay, no. Where's Q4 savings? I don't have any savings goals for Q4. Okay, basically my savings goal, the highest my savings goal was look at it right here, 10 million in savings, which is pretty optimistic. You know, let's get back to our diagram. Peak of Mount Stupid, guys. So this is the first of the month. So my savings, what I had in savings at the end of the year, that's not how much I made, by the way. I'll show you guys how much I made. What I had in savings by the end of the year was I just had a blackout. Sorry, guys. What I had in savings at the end of the year was oh my God. What I had in savings at the end of the year was like 800K, right? And from that 800K, I did something with 200K. I did something else with, I bought this Arabic subscription. I bought something for one of my employees, one of my boys. Like I bought him a gift. What else did I do? I'm going to do another subscription, which will cost me like 200K. So I'm really only left with like 200K now, like on the 2nd of January. So I sent my little brother, we were speaking today, and he was asking to buy me something. And I just remember, I think I owe this kid some money because when I was broke earlier in the year. And he told me how much. He said like 85K. He was lying. But I sent him 85. And I was just kind of like flexing his face. I said, you want some more? He was like, how you sending me so much money, bro? Like, this guy, you get bread. I'm like, what are you saying, dog? He said, send me some more. Just order farmed it and just made 100, right? So, yeah, basically, like, I don't look at money like a lot of guys. I'm very open with money in terms of, like, open in saying what I have and also open in, what's the word? Abundant. I'm very abundant with the way I say
I want to have a month where I make $1,000. So this savings is in Naira, by the way, and this making is in, and earnings are in dollars. So I want to make 1,000 a month, but at least in Q1. I want to be able to save. I want to be able to save. What's it called? I want to be able to have 2 million in savings at least by the end of Q2. I want to make in Q2, between Q1 and Q2, I want to be able to have a $2,000 a month, which obviously I believe is possible. Might sound big to you, but I'm gonna lie, it's small to me. But let's keep going.
Still small to me, you know, but it's just steps to
in Q3, I want to be able to have 5 million in savings and have a month where I make at least 4K, right? In Q4, I want to have a month where I make 5K. You know, honestly, I think I can do better than this. Honestly, I don't know how much I plan to work, but let's just stick with these goals. And I have planned to have.
Listen to what I said there. I knew how much I planned to work. I did have, like, I was so ready. You know, shit just
10 M in savings at the end of the year. It's small, but it's gonna be honest work. You know, no Yahoo.
10 M in savings is small.
No Yahoo boys, right? Let's go. For my Rational Muslim page on YouTube, I'm gonna get up to 5,000 subs by Q1. I don't know. I have no idea how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna do it.
Skip that. I think I wanted to get to 60K subs on TikTok. No. I wanted to get to how many subs on TikTok?
10,000 subs by Q2, 20K by Q3, 30K by Q4. And if you're wondering why am I
wanted to get 100K subs on TikTok on my Rational Muslim page.
and right? Putting subs on a thing that's supposed to be fi sabilillah. Well, it's simple, man. To motivate me to put out this content, right? Because it's not easy, man. I don't get money from it. I don't plan to get money from.
Like, it's not easy. That's why
but the point is,
uninformed optimism again.
Because I don't get money for it. The only motivation is fi sabilillah. I'm not saying that's not enough motivation, but I'm saying if I can make this a challenge for myself, then obviously I'm pushing myself more to do more stuff. Fi sabilillah. 10 IQ, bro. What am I saying?
130K TikTok subs. Right now, I think I'm on 20K. I didn't post throughout the year, by the way. So right now, I think I'm on 20K. I was on 20K, so like I'm still on 20K.
Now for the TikTok page, I want to get to 40 subs in Q1, 60 subs in Q2, 100K subs in Q3, 130 in Q4. That's the thing.
For the YouTube, I gotta check. I don't know how many subs I'm on right now. If I'm being honest, just check real quick. I got 1,500. That's not bad.
I think that's doable. You know, it's me. I think I can do it. I think I have a.
So this is for my Mubex PR page. So right now I have 2 YouTube channels. One is where I talk about my agency, and 2 is where I talk about myself and my info business, which is probably where I'm going to post this one, I think. Which is probably where I'm going to post this one. Yeah, so for that, so the agency page, obviously, because the agency wasn't in mind at the time, I didn't put that into. But for my agency page, I don't care about the subs. I care about cash collected, and that just ties into the financial goal. So I don't care about the subs on that page. But for this page, which is a little more broader, 1K subs,
Q1. So let me let him talk.
Okay, yeah, no, I understand. So for YouTube, I want to put out 6 YouTube videos in Q1, 12 in Q2.
6 YouTube videos in Q1. I plan to do 12 in Q1.
If you just to make sure this is clear, when I say 12 in Q2, I mean 12 6 plus 6. So 6 every quarter, 2 every month. That's the goal. If I can do more, alhamdulillah. If I can't,
So 4 months.
I'm gonna do. There's no looking back on that one really. So at the end of Q4, 24 videos, right? And where's the other one? And YouTube subs. I want to get 1,000 in Q1, 3,000 in Q2, 5K in Q3, and at the end of the year, 10K. I think it's possible, man. If give out.
I don't even really care about subs on this channel, if I'm being honest. Like, just making the videos is probably the most important metric. I think same thing. Just making the videos, sticking to like a post every week, and for the it's basically it. So for the TikTok, 50K, we're already at over 10K, which is my goal for Q1. Let's move on. So the plan is to get to 100K. I'm not at 100K, so
enough value for TikTok,
100K
which is already started. I'm gonna have 10K subs in Q1, 30K in Q2, 50K in Q3, and 100K in Q4. Now for the sweet part to show you how all this works, right? Let me just.
So this is just me showing off the Notion. We've gone over my goals, and I've told you guys what my new goals are for the year. Okay, my financial goals. I didn't make that clear. I want to make 30K. I want to get to 30K a month by the end of the year. That's my goal. If I get to that, I'll be happy. Even if I get to 5K a month, I'll be happy, right? But like in terms of, that's like my mini long-term goal, 30K. Bro, 30K, bro, even at 5K, bro, as long as you're not living in the West, bro, 2K a month, you live good, you're a king, right? But just, because you don't want to do this info thing for the rest of our lives. Let's be honest, guys. We don't want to be talking to clients every day for the rest of our lives. So, just to put towards savings and create a good future, maybe start a brick and mortar business. But 30K a month is where I want to get to financially. And how much did we make this year from the agency? Let me just pull up my Stripe. No, I don't want to do it on my laptop because you're going to see my passwords and stuff. Let me do it on my phone, show you how much we made this year from online business. Okay. We made, so I think about 1,300 of this is not mine. It's for a friend who collects payments. My student, actually. So my student is making so much money. He collects payments through my Stripe because you can't set up a Stripe. He's literally 17, guys. So about 1,300 of this is not mine. So about 5,000 is mine. So this is 5,000 euros. That should be mine. Just for evidence purposes. And 5,000 euros. I don't know what the math is. Euros, not EGP, not GBP. So 5,000 euros to USD, $6K dollars. So let's say 5,800, just to show you what I average per month. That would be to show myself. So let's say $5,900 divided by 12. So I made basically $491 dollars. I average $491 per month, which is 954,000 naira per month. 954,000 per month. By the way, this is all revenue, right? I pay people. I pay for subscriptions, right? But this was cash that we collected this year, and alhamdulillah, this is actually crazy. 950. I averaged 954K salary throughout the year. In the total year, I made how much naira? I made 11,500 naira, 11,500,000, which is pretty good if you ask me, right? So obviously goals are bigger for next year, but yeah, and man, I've come a long way, man.
Come here and say, okay, as they say, I've reached.
By the way, for financial goals, that 30K is for my agency business alone, by the way. Not alone, but I also have an info business, which I want to scale to like the current offer I run right now, which pricing at $100 for like the group one-on-one. I don't plan to do that for long. I think what I'm going to do is run the cohort a couple of times, maybe 3 times, and then just productize the whole thing at a lower price where people can at a ridiculously low price where I just break the market. You know what I'm saying? I want to put it out for free, but like I could collect cash, bro, because it's really fucking valuable. And people put out less valuable shit for more. So I'm gonna put it at a decent price. You know what I'll do to just break the market? Pascal's ebook right now. Let me look it up. Pascal, you the GOAT, but I'm taking you down, G. Master Shifu. Pascal Mbaka seller. I'm gonna put it, if I make it, and whatever his ebook is priced at, because he's like, in my opinion, he's the one who's leading the industry. Whatever his ebook is priced at by what's it called? By whatever his ebook is priced at by the time I want to release it, that's what I'm going to release. Like, it's an entire course. It's like modules. It's like call recording. It's like everything. I'm going to release it for the same price. Why? Just to break the market. And probably at the end, like later on, maybe after a year, I'm just going to make it free to break the market even more and just establish myself as an authority in the space and just like, daddy. I'm going to daddy everybody, man. I'm going to become the GOAT. I don't care about becoming the GOAT, but I care about changing lives. Because this guy made an impact in my life. He made a video with his phone saying something that lit a fire in me and also opened my mind to the possibility that, hey, I could work for people who would pay me a lot of money on the internet. Like, literally, you don't need to spend millions to travel out to work abroad and make dollars. Like, you don't need a CV, you don't need a passport, you don't need to land international class. I live in Nigeria and get paid in USD working remotely. So I put my mind to this. But as I said, at the time, this was $2. Right? This guy's probably made tons of money, bro. He doesn't stop running ads on this. So basically, that's what's going to happen with that info product. Yeah. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really, really fun. Let me see here, inshallah. Okay. Yeah, move to Egypt. And, yeah, man, this is my vision board for 2026. This is my vision board, man. A Ram. I like this truck. It's just me chilling in show clothes, physique. It's me, Dean, studying. It's me working. I like this car a lot because it's physique back. Suego, man. I want to become like Suego, you know, in terms of being really good at info. Just having a lot of resources, man. Because that's one thing I noticed. I'm yapping now. I'm really yapping right now. I'm getting out of context and I need to go to bed. It's 42 minutes. And if I post this on YouTube and you watch at this point, bro, DM me on IG. DM me on IG, Suey. DM me Suey on IG, and I will hop on a one. Bro, depending on how, I don't know if this video is going to go viral. I don't expect it to go viral. Okay, but the first 5 people who watch this point and DM me on IG, Suey Go. So you don't need to spell it right, but it's SOOWAIGOH. And you DM me Suey Go. Bro, I'm going to hop on a one-on-one consultation call with you for absolutely free. Only first 5, right? So this is just a physique. This is just, studying again, as I said. And this is just working remote. I want to be an athletic runner. It's just a flight. It's just me and chill clothes. I'm a chill guy, bro. I just like wearing hoodies and shit. And yeah, physique, man. And that's the goal. That's like my vision board. And we will get to this. This is my legacy to date. This is my trash-ass physique. This is my accounts with the subs and followers. This is my weight. I have a thing that connects with your phone. This is how much I had like a couple weeks ago. Then I had more money because my savings, which was locked, opened on the new year. So just added to this. This is like my trash ass setup as well. Still like took this a couple weeks ago. This is me going paintball. This is when I'm like, bro, I actually look like shit. I thought I looked better until I went to paintball. He gave me this tight ass shirt, and I look like shit, man. This is me again. My face fat, just terrible, man. I don't know why I look more handsome in this. I feel like I look. Hey man, can we get some handsome in the chat? But it's really like, bro, my face is just chopped, bro, because like so much fat. This is me. See how wide I am, bro. Like it's crazy. Yeah, this is our total earnings, as I said, and it's just legacy to date, and we want to be 2026. 2026. So, Muba, you're not supposed to watch this till 2026. That is actually the reason why I want to make it private, right? So I can't watch it. The old one is private. I'll think about it. Or I guess what I can do, then the Suey thing doesn't count. Does this make any sense? What I'm thinking about is making it public next year. and then make this one, which is private, this year. But then people are going to get confused. They're not going to know whether I achieved the goals or not. I'm going to post it. I'm going to post the chat. So, yeah, the Suego thing still stands. And that's it for this one, boys. Where are we? Assalamu alaikum. So let me end this.